7 p.m. right now. No, I'm sorry, 5:40 p.m. My bad. And I just literally spent like 2 hours at the Apple store. Guys, I want to share my thoughts with you guys, okay? There's a lot of things I want to say. I'm just going to say pot has made people dumb, okay? Pot, yeah. Marijuana has killed people's brain cells and made them stupid. So I have had an Apple computer since 2000. Let's see. I'm trying to think, the first time I got an Apple computer, I think 2011 or 10, somewhere in there. Oh no, it was like 2000. I believe the first time I got it was 2008, yeah, somewhere up in there. And before that, I had a PC. I got my first PC computer in 1990. Oh, this one's tough. I think I got it, I want to say I'm pretty sure it's 1995 or 1996 is when I got my first PC, like my Windows computer. And then I met my biological father, like my real birth dad, and he's like, you've got to get an Apple. Like, you absolutely have to get an Apple computer. He's like, all the artists, all the business owners, everybody, that is like intellectual, like, you got to have an Apple. So I ended up getting an Apple at that point, and I love my Apple computer. So, yeah, trying to think. I have been at the Apple store out here on the West Coast. I can't tell you how many times I've been to the Apple store and how much experience I've had with the Apple store. And I'm not trying to be rude, but people have gotten dumber and dumber, you guys. And I'm so sorry to say this, but I'm just telling you. The marijuana is ruining people. It's ruining relationships. It's ruining people's brains. So I just want to encourage you guys to stay clean and stay sober, because honestly, there's no excuse for that. There's no reason you guys should be intoxicating your minds. Just because it was put on this earth doesn't mean you're meant to ingest it. Okay. There's rubber, trees, right? Trees that make your car tires. It doesn't mean you're meant to eat them because you're meant to eat rubber because it comes from a natural tree. It's the same thing with marijuana, with pot. And it really is a gateway drug. It truly is. There's nothing cool about it. Like, you're not cool because you smoke pot or you use marijuana edibles. Like, it's quite the contrary. Honestly, guys, like, some of you guys can say, oh, you're just boring, Maverick. You're such a prude. You're so whatever. But no, I honor and I respect my body, period. And if you want to be in your ego and you want to rationalize and justify, go for it. You want to kill your brain cells and gain a bunch of weight and become lazy and like dependent on something. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I don't respect it. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. I wanted to share that with you guys. And gosh, life's a journey. Life is that's how I put it, an evolutionary journey. And we really need to think about it, like, what is our purpose? What are we accomplishing? Like, are you guys here just for self-gratification? Or are you guys here to actually make a difference in society? And I'm not saying you can't have fun. Like, you can have fun in life and respect yourself and respect and honor your body. Okay? So I do not like liberal states. And I sit here and I used to be liberal. Well, libertarian. Let me back up. I used to be libertarian. I was a, Bernie Sanders fan. Okay, I don't know if you guys know who Bernie Sanders is, but I lived in Burlington, Vermont for 10 years. And I loved Bernie Sanders. Very, intelligent man. But I am, I'm not affiliated with any political party, but I know one thing for certain. I'm not liberal. I know that for sure. what's really strange is I tend to attract, you know, if I could be honest with you guys, about 50% liberals and 50% conservatives into my life. So my life is literally both. And people are kind of shocked when they meet me. They're like, "You're not a liberal? You're really not?" No, I'm not in any way at all. Zero. I hate going into liberal states. I can't stand it. I can't stand the drugs. I mean, the promiscuity, you know, it just, yeah, they're talking about sex and shit and trying to get people to, you know, like offering condoms and dude, yeah. I do not support that bullshit. And I'm going to call it for what it is, straight up. So yeah, I just like, you know, there comes a point we have to get clear on what we want, what, you know, what our purpose is in life and who we are, what our values are. Nancy, welcome back, and I appreciate you being a member on my channel. Thank you very much for your support, and I'm glad I could be your reader. Are you guys able to see chat? You said you're very welcome. Yeah. I mean, you know, we can't worry about the whole world. We'd go crazy. Like if we worried about all the news, which I don't watch, and I would never ever encourage you guys to watch the news. It's bad for your system, and it's meant to control you guys. It's meant to keep the masses under control, like the collective. So stay away from the news. You said I can see some of the chat. Oh, weird. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm sorry I don't have any answers for you. But yeah, you know, we live on this earth a very short amount of time on this earth. And it's like, let's make a difference in this world. And how can we do that when we're not an example for people? Like, we need to respect our bodies to the top. I mean, to the absolute core. I'm talking absolute purity. Purity in mind, in thought, in heart, in body, dude, in spirit. Absolute purity. Like, that's how God made you. See, you guys, you need to understand that's how God made you perfect. I'm not talking about being perfect according to society standards. There's no such thing as perfect. So I'm not emphasizing society. I'm talking about God made you perfect in his image. You're pure. You are a whole, you were born whole. You were not born bad. And I want to say that again because I really feel like you guys need to hear that. You guys weren't born bad people or broken. You learn things in life. You have experiences in life. There, you know, there's trauma, there's things in life that we go through, but that's not who you are. And you're not a bad person. You said amen. Exactly. Oh wow, Nancy. Cool. Yeah, but you know, even you need to be honest with yourself, Nancy. Because if you were honest with yourself, I mean rigorously honest, then you would choose a man who's available. So that's what it comes down to. Wow, it's thick outside. I mean, the traffic is really thick. It is 5:50 p.m. and it's bumper to bumper in traffic. This is insane. And it's not even Friday yet. I mean, Valentine's Day weekend is one of my favorite holidays besides the 4th of July. And I no longer like New Year's Eve anymore. You guys are like, what? So yeah, I used to like New Year's Eve until I started to really feel the energy. This past year, 2025, I officially changed my stance on New Year's Eve. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Because everyone's fucking drunk. And I don't respect that. I do not respect alcohol. I do not respect putting poison in your body. I don't care if you guys are socializing. You need to be the example. Nobody's going to respect you if you go with the flow and you do what society wants you to do. You do what is socially acceptable. Like, there's no respect with that. So I realized this year I could feel it in my body, and I'm like, oh shit, dude. Like, everybody's getting drunk. That's all New Year's Eve is. Guys, like, I feel like I want to like scream at the camera. Like, New Year's Eve is just a bunch of dumbasses getting drunk and fucking each other. That's all it is. Let's get drunk and fuck each other. Like, you know, like, man, I never realized that. And a part of me is like, I want to beat my, you know, like I want to hit myself up over the side of my head. Like, why didn't you realize that, Maverick? All these years? No, I thought of New Year's Eve as the beginning of a new year. Like the love, the excitement of a new year with new goals and new passion. I never ever, until this past year, I never thought of it in a bad way. I was on the phone this past year. I was actually doing a psychic reading on the phone, and we were talking about the energy of New Year's Eve. And I could feel it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, it opened up my eyes. And like both of us, you know, again, I was on the phone on New Year's Eve, and both of us were like, fuck that. Like, New Year's Eve is a joke, man. It's dirty, it's dark, it's not light, it's not pure. And so I have no desire. I mean, you're supposed to stand out from the rest. You know, if you guys are living, if we're living in the light and we're living according to God's will, we're going to stand out from other human beings. And we're meant to be like that. And we're meant to be an example for other human beings. You're not meant to, quote, fit in with society. You're not meant to be socially acceptable. You're supposed to stand out. If you're a light worker or you're a child of God, you are meant to stand out. I got you, Nancy. But the truth is, Nancy, you need to find yourself first. You need to heal and get real with yourself first. Okay, I'm not negating what you're saying, but you've got to get your own fucking house in order. And that goes for all of us, including myself. We've got to get our own house in order before we can move forward like that. And I mean, it's, yeah. See, we're all at different levels in consciousness, every human being. But you guys deserve to live pure, man. You deserve it. Don't you understand how beautiful you guys are? You guys are children of God. Why would you spread your legs and put a dick in there? Okay? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like think about the things I'm saying. You get drunk, you're intoxicating your liver, your heart, like your whole body, dude. Like your beautiful organs that God made. Like, he made your heart to pump, man. He gave you a beautiful, clean liver, and you're going to fucking put poison in it? Like, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, that's why we have karma. And I'm not trying to be mean to you guys, but that's the whole point in karma is God is a just God. He's a good God, and he's your father, man. He's your father. He doesn't want you poisoning your liver. And then people, you know, get drunk. They get in car accidents. People are fucking each other. They don't remember things. They're making promises they can't keep. There's nothing cool about alcohol or marijuana. Like the marijuana chewies and all the capsules and shit. Like, you're not cool, man. It shows that you can't even fucking live life on life's fucking terms. That tells me that you're immature. Like, you're not mature. Like, you can't deal with life on your own. You can't deal with life. That's what it tells me. And it's a red flag. It's absolutely 100% a red flag. I'm not saying you're a bad person. You're misguided, man. You're misguided. And it breaks I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm an empath, and I'm really sensitive, and it breaks my heart for you guys. For the people that are choosing to do those types of things. You guys are shatting all over yourself. Like, you're shitting all over yourself. You're shitting on your family. You're shitting on society. You're basically flipping off the Heavenly Father. You're literally flipping off the Heavenly Father, like God. That's what it's like. So this is a wake-up call, man. It's an absolute wake-up call. Dude, yeah, we can read your chat. Yeah, I can see it, Milk. Milk's not good for you, by the way. Might want to look it up. It actually depletes the calcium from your bones. It's a big old myth. It's part of the big old pharma. You know, big pharmaceutical industry, big pharma. Have some milk. It'll build your bones. I'm just telling you guys right now, that's a big fucking myth, so they're going to make money off you. Give me some money. It's going to get you guys sick. You're going to get inflammation in your body, which increases the cancer risk. Yeah, come on, guys. We got to use our fucking noggins. There comes a point we got to use our brains, our heads. I'd say you can't believe 90% of what people say. Most people are just they're sheep in a herd. Big old sheep herd. They don't think for themselves, the majority of people. All your wisdom should come from the Bible, from God. Now, some of that is open to human interpretation. So I do want to, I want to point that out. There is some interpretation in the translation and all that. But yeah. So I had a psychic reading tonight. An in-person psychic reading. And I actually got my palm read too. It was pretty good, pretty interesting. So I go back next week, and we're gonna see how that goes. I have a lot of questions to ask with the psychic. There's a little something about North Carolina coming up a lot. North Carolina. My dad was really prominent in my tarot and my palm reading. Like the whole psychic reading, my dad in heaven kept coming up over and over and over again. I think I'm going to pay Whitney. Now, she's a different psychic. So Whitney is my #1 psychic. She and I are the same. You know what I mean by the same? Like, I respect and honor her like she would respect and honor me in terms of my business. Like the way I conduct myself. It's the same thing, Whitney and I. We're like the same credentials, essentially. Yeah. We're psychics and we're tarot readers at the same time. Yeah, I'm actually a medium, psychic medium. I was born like this. I don't have shame. Why should I have shame? See, like, people are threatened by what they don't understand. And you guys will notice that. People are threatened by people that wear black or all black. Oh, you must be scary. You must be dangerous. You must be depressed or something. I don't want to get involved with you. Well, you're not my cup of tea then. Like, if you can't see through that shit, man, I don't want you in my life. If you can't see beyond appearance, if you're so fucking superficial that you can't see beyond your fucking nose, man, stay the fuck away from me. I don't need that shit in my life. Period. And I'm blunt. I'm going to say it just like it is. I'm not trying to kiss anyone's ass or sugarcoat anything. There's a million people, a million fish in the sea. There's billion people on this earth. So I don't need to please anybody. Like, life's too short to be trying to please people. Trying to look good, trying to, smile when you don't really fucking feel like smiling. You guys just learn to be yourself. That's what I want to say. Ace of Cups, self-love, man, right there. So it is 6:00 p.m. right now. I see. 74 on the license plate in front of me. Interesting. Be rolling. I like driving at night. It is beautiful. I love the road, man. I'm a road junkie. I'm a road warrior. I like the white lights. I like the red. I mean, hey, they are my colors. Let's be honest. I'm a red, black, white, gold. So when I'm on the road, I get to stare at my own colors. Like, the white is so beautiful. It's like Christmas lights, man. And then the red, it's like, yeah, passionate, deep, man. It's like sexual, and it's like career, right? It's like, what are your dreams? What are your goals? It's the blood of Christ too, Jesus, you know, red, passion, right? So I love these colors. And then the headlight, they're amber colored, so they're kind of gold, amberish yellow or whatever. Yeah. And then of course it's black, you know, it's dark. So you can smell the campfires on the road when you're driving. Just roll down the window, crank up the heat, man. I like that. I like putting on vocal synthwave, like 80s vocal synthwave music. I like all kinds of music. Lately I've been listening to Knights of Templar chants. So chanting by the Knights of Templar, it's similar to Gregorian chants. You guys can check it out on my 2026 February mix. And I checked my playlist. I was grossly wrong, you guys. I told you guys I had 500 playlists. I was incorrect. So I'm up to like 740 playlists right now. Yeah, that's a lot of playlists. But, you know, I'm done. I'm so over those trying to fit in days. Like, I'm done with that. I don't respect bars or anything. Like, sitting around farting around on your ass, you know, socializing. Who wants to do that? Who wants to? We're not in high school. We have a purpose, man. Like, we need to be living it up. Like, helping society, becoming better, helping our families, like growing, dude. Like masturbating our brains. Not masturbating. That'll cause spiritual attacks, by the way. Yeah, don't masturbate. You'll get spiritually attacked. It's also a form of lust, which I didn't know that for a long time. Like lust, you know, when you fucking masturbate, yeah, it's a sin. It's a deadly sin of lust. Like, it's gluttony. Like, give me more, give me more. I want to, like, experience this high, man. Like, yeah, no, just be celibate. Yeah. Sometimes when you're driving at night, especially with sunglasses, it's like you're in a video game. You guys, you might want to try it. Yeah, just try it. It's really cool. It's like playing a video game or being on one of those motorcycles, like, you know, at Chuck E. Cheese or whatever, and you're like racing and shit. That's what it's like. Especially when you put vocal synthwave on, like EDM music, trance music, something like that. Yeah. And if you guys are ever driving and you want to stay awake, just put the air conditioner on. So when you guys are sleepy, roll down the window or put the AC on. It'll keep you up. My dad taught me that a long time ago. Let's see, 6 o'clock right now. God, it feels like a Friday. I cannot believe it's not Friday, dude. Honestly, it's like more like a Saturday. The energy, yeah. I'm a little sad about tomorrow. I'm sad about Friday and Saturday. It's Valentine's Day, dude. But I'm just gonna keep visualizing. I mean, that's all I can do is visualize the end, right? I don't know if you guys are familiar with NevilleGoddard. Everyone is you pushed out. But Neville talks about staying in your imagination and being it. You got to be the change you wish to see. You need to visualize the things that you dream about. If you live in just this reality, you'll never move forward. Like, if you're just constantly just, you know what I'm saying, you're just like, oh, I hate, you know, that, like, whatever, like your situation, you can't be like focused on that. You got to focus on what you desire and like be like it's in the moment. You need to feel like it's in the moment, because that's the only way you're going to push out. And it's the only way you're going to change reality is by your pushing out that energy into the future, into the quote future, if you will. The present creates your future. So right now creates your tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. For reals. Man, I like the speed limits the speed limits out here are so much better. West Coast. You get 80 miles per hour speed limit. I hate driving 65 miles an hour. East Coast is mostly like 60 or 65 on the interstate. It's so slow, man. It takes forever to get anywhere. So it feels really free out here on the West Coast. I think it's even 85. I think it might even be 90. I'd have to look it up. Like if the speed limit is 90 anywhere in the United States, but I think 80, 85. Yeah. I mean, time is valuable, right? We only have so much time, so I prefer to have a faster speed limit. Yeah, sometimes we have to work hard before we can kind of let loose a little bit. When I was younger, I used to let loose. I used to let loose a lot. I farted around too much, honestly. I wish I had started my company when I was fucking 22 years old. If there's one thing I would do now, I'd start my company earlier. I never would have gotten into a relationship. I would have waited to get with anybody until I had my company built, in retrospect. But hey, shit, it is what it is, right? We can't change it. I mean, there's certain things you do have to accept, and that's one of those things. Also, I pissed around a lot of years, letting people in my life that did not, they weren't equally yoked. We'll just say that. They did not meet the 5 values. And that's from God. It's not my 5 values. Let me make that clear. It's not like I'm saying you need to meet my fucking standards. It's no, God gave me those standards during revelation, during meditation. Number 1 is honesty. 2 is respect. 3 is communication. 4 is accountability. And 5 is commitment. And these equal trust, and they equal integrity. So if you want to be trustworthy and you want people to trust you, you need to be those 5 values. And so I say regret, right? A regret I have is letting women into my life that didn't meet those values, meaning we were unequally yoked or whatever. It's like, get your shit together, dude. I don't fucking respect you, man. And it's like, it's not like these chicks were bad. Like, I'm not saying that my exes were bad. It's just like they have a fucking moral responsibility to stop putting alcohol in their fucking mouth and getting high and fucking people. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, so unattractive, dude. I mean, yeah, it's ridiculous. I had one girlfriend, that didn't touch that shit. Ashley. So Ashley was my high school sweetheart. My twin flame is kind of like that. She's similar. I would say similar, not quite. There's still some work that needs to be done there. But and my ex, well, that's out of the question. My 10 to 12 year relationship, nah, dude. You guys can't be like, that's what I'm trying to say, man. You got to respect your fucking body more. Like, God gave you a body. You got to love yourselves. You got to love him, like him through your body. You got to love yourself through God. So if I could do anything and turn back the hands of time, I would have never dated anybody that doesn't honor themselves, like fucking respect themselves. Legacy on the license plate, white car. It's beautiful, dude. It's a white car and it says Legacy, black plate with white lettering. So beautiful. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'll have a legacy if you take care of yourself. You sure will. So I spent a lot of years with a lot of dumbasses. Now, I'm not trying to be mean, but I mean, I was dumb. I never should have stayed with these chicks. They fucking wasted my time. I wasted my own damn time. H-Town on the license plate in front of me. But yeah, it's like I wasted a lot of time, and I could have been building a company. I could have been building a business. I could have fucking had my PhD by now. So, damn, dude. Lessons, you know, some hard fucking lessons in life. I lost way too many years. Way too many years, man. A fucking half a decade living, you know, not being true, not being honest with myself, man. But I am now. Hey, I raised my hand. As of December 21st, my life changed. See, like, cross my heart. I promise. I'm telling you guys right now, December 21st, you know, it's really funny. That's the day I was adopted. Legally. I have the original legal paperwork. Can you guys believe that? After all these years, over 22 years of my life, and I still have my original legal paperwork from when I was a baby, man. And so on 12/12, my family petitioned to adopt me. December 12th. My master number, some kind of portal, right? 12/12 portal. And then the 21st, I was officially adopted. I was born on March 21st at midnight. So March 22nd, 22, 21, 21, 22. And I was officially adopted 9 months. Well, hold on, let me take that back. So 9 months. Okay, 9 months later, I was brought back home, like back to my family. But I was gone for 8 months with a pastor, a preacher, and his wife in the murder capital. I was raised in the murder capital for 8 months with a pastor and his wife, a preacher. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So I'm trying to think what else I can say to you guys or share with you guys or inspire you. I mean, here's another thing. I wish I had gone to Christian school my whole life. At the very fucking least, charter school, private fucking school, charter school, at the very least. Actually, even boarding, I would have loved to go to boarding school. My dad almost put me in boarding school. Like, I almost went to a really elite, they had equestrian, like horses and fencing, like swords and shit. Dude, I would have fucking loved it. He got all this literature. The only reason I didn't go is because he passed away. So my dad died. I found my father dead. And that's the only reason I didn't do that. But public school fucking sucked. Never ever recommend public school to anybody. Now, granted, my school was what's called a 5-star school. Now, I didn't know this, but apparently the school, they get ranked. So you guys may or may not, you got 1-star schools and 2-star schools and 3-star. My school was a 5-star school, but it's still not private. It's still not a Christian school. It's not a boarding school. Now, when I went to college, I went to private liberal arts college. Most people were the opposite. And from my experience, a lot of my friends, like I would say 70% of my friends went to private Catholic private Catholic school, their whole upbringing. Most of my friends were Catholic. I don't know why. And so then they went to public school for whatever reason. Like they went to public college. I did the opposite. So, I mean, my very first school was Christian. Like I went to preschool, a private Christian preschool. And then I was in public school. And then, like I said, I did the opposite of everybody else. And I ended up going to a very, very expensive private liberal arts, for my master's, my bachelor's, and my master's. Now, I do have another regret. I'm going to be real with you guys. One of my other regrets is my biological father. So after I found my dad dead, like my adoptive dad, I got in touch with my biological father. Like I found him. And of course, he's a billionaire. He's super intelligent. That's why he left my parent and I. He left us so that he could start a company from 16, 17 years old. I mean, he's a super hard worker. He's tenacious. He's persevering. He's literally intelligent isn't the right word. He's brilliant. And so is his father, my grandfather, who was a doctor and a brain surgeon. But he left us to start a company. And when I reconnected with my father, he said, I'll send you to Harvard. And I had straight A's, man. I had a leadership scholarship. Like it's called organizational leadership scholarship. And I turned my father down. It makes me want to cry, dude. Like, I kind of feel like crying right now. I'm emotional about it. I should have taken him up on the offer. He offered to pay the entire Harvard University. And I would have gotten in. My teachers kept saying, you need to go to Harvard. Like, all my fucking, college teachers. So I didn't. I went the hippie path. The hippie. I mean, it's not like it wasn't stupid or anything. Like, my school was not stupid. I mean, I went to a really I chose the arts, you guys. I chose creativity. So I chose, philosophy, the humanities, the liberal arts. Like, I chose that instead of going to Harvard. And I mean, I kind of wish I had not done that. I'll be for real with you guys. I think I would have been challenged at Harvard. I think I would have made a lot of connections, like networking wise. I think it would have been a really good idea. So, Dad, look, yo, Father, if you're on my channel, if you're watching my show, you were right and I was wrong, and I apologize. I'm sorry. I really do feel like crying right now. I feel like I should have listened to my father. I was stubborn. I was naive. I was acting dumb, dude. Okay, it was 6:20 right now. All right. Yeah, what else can I say? My goal is to be a philanthropist. I had a near-death experience. It changed my life. I'm using that to write a few books right now. See, if we could just all take our experiences and use that to help people. Think about how beautiful that is. Think about all your life experiences. Think about if you just like write that shit down, create some kind of work of art, It could be like art, it could be a movie, it could be a film. I just do ask one thing, fucking have morals if you're gonna do it. Like, don't be doing stuff that's popular or what you think's gonna get you some fucking clout or some money, man. Nobody respects that shit, and it's gonna backfire. Like, you guys need to be authentic. You guys need to be genuine. Real. REAL. And then, if you're real, you might just have a reel. Get it? REEL? Yeah. You be real first, and then the real will come. Like that. Good things come to those who follow their passion. But you got to have those values first, because God's your creator. I told you guys that. God is your father. He's the one that created you. We can't just do what we want to do and not live the 5 values, meaning the sword of the spirit, the sword of the truth, the principles that God gave to us. We can't just ignore those things. That's what I want you guys to know. You live the principles, and then everything else will fall into place. So you guys may or may not know this. I go to an African American church. And why, you're probably like, what? Yeah, okay. So here's where my train of thought is going. The Mormon church, the LDS church, by far has the best values I've ever seen in my entire life. They are the most accepting people. I've never ever seen anybody get rejected at those churches. The LDS, called Latter-day Saints, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, known as Mormon culture. Well, I go to this African American church. I do go to Mormon also. Like, I go back and forth. But, I've been going to the African American church, and it's beautiful. and it's got a lot of light, it's got a lot of passion. You can feel the the Holy Spirit. But there's just a few things I don't like. Just a few things. Okay? And nothing's perfect. I'm being real. I'll raise my hand. Nothing's perfect. I don't like that the women, okay, how do I say this? The women are really hard around the edges for some reason in the African American churches. There's been a lot of sexual abuse, sexual trauma, sexual abuse. They're a little argumentative and a little sassy. And either the men are either super alpha, you know what I mean? Like they're alpha, they're strong masculine men, or they're pussy fucking whipped. And I can't stand it when when I'm in the church, the black church, and I see a fucking pussy whipped man. It pisses me the fuck off. And that girl is so insecure because she's been sexually abused. And so she's bossing his fucking ass around and being like, false masculine is what it's called. So I also see alcohol in every fucking Christian church aside from the Mormon church. Alcohol. I don't support it. There's no excuse for it. The only reason they used it back in the day was to purify the water so you didn't get worms up your ass. Okay, let me say that again. If you didn't want to get worms up your fucking ass crawling up your anus, your butthole, then you use the wine or the fucking alcohol to clean the water or whatever. That's why they had it back then. Well, now we have filters, we have chemicals and all kinds of stuff to clean the water. I don't like the Christian churches, including the African American church. They drank alcohol. Like, that's not Christian, dude. I'm sorry. I don't respect it. I don't respect it. And I don't want to hear anyone bitch about my fucking words either. Because I can just hear somebody saying, well, Maverick, you cuss. You're cussing. Okay, here's the thing. It's a word. That's all it is. It's a fucking word. You're attributing meaning to it. See, this is what I mean by a translation issue. There's a translation problem. Because it's a word that you are literally assigning a meaning to my fucking cuss word. Like, do you see what I'm saying? What if I said dog and I started assigning a meaning to a bitch, which is a dog, by the way. The dog is the bitch is the dog. I mean, I could assign a meaning to a dog, like, oh, that's a bad thing. A dog. Oh, you're saying the word dog. You're a bad person. You're saying the word son. Oh, no, a son. That's really bad. You guys, it's ridiculous. Stop fucking bitching about people that are expressing themselves. Like, they're just fucking expressing themselves. Who cares what word they fucking choose to use? It's, like, really ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. Really stupid. Okay? So, yeah, back to what I was saying. The Mormon church, meaning the Latter-day Saints, Church of Jesus Christ, the people are so proper. But I'm not talking about judgmental. I'm not talking about, like, rigid and, bored. They're not, like, they're pure fucking people, man. They value family. They don't touch drugs. They don't touch alcohol. They're the real fucking deal. Now, why don't I go to the Mormon church all the time? You may ask me that. Well, I mean, there's a lot of reasons I don't always go to the Mormon church. It's a little boring, okay? I'll be real. It's very traditional. The females, and so is my black church. Both of my churches are conservative. But the Mormon church is just, there's no dancing, dude. Like, they don't dance. They don't hop around. They don't, like, there's the struggle is missing. In the black church, people have struggled. They've been through slavery, man. They're creative. There's a lot of authenticity. There's original dance. There's, like, African dances, man. Like, there's an element of family and authenticity and, yeah, like, resilience. That's what resilience and persistence and perseverance. But with the Mormon church, you have purity, and you don't have purity with the black churches. So the African American churches, unfortunately, they're missing that component because they touch alcohol. There's a lot of Jezebel spirit, Jezebel energy, and there's a lot of low. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not judging anybody, but you have a lot of low class Not everybody is low class, but there's a lot of like gangster, like a lot of people in the African American. So like a lot of people, oh, my neighbor just got shot up. My neighbor died. You know, my neighbor was involved in a drive-by. So like there's a lack of purity in the black African American churches because of that stuff. The cheat, you know, the sex and stuff and the sexual, there's a lot of sexual abuse. So these women are promiscuous. But yeah, then you go into the Mormon church and you've got family, just like the black church, you have family. The difference is black churches are way more cliquish. You're either in or you're fucking out. They either scapegoat you. You're either accepted in the African American churches or you're scapegoated. Like they don't fucking accept you. So I just want to share that with you guys. Where the Mormon church, they respect family too, but they don't exclude you ever. Nobody in the Mormon church, nobody. There's a humility and there's an inclusiveness. So every fucking person in the Mormon church, they welcome you with open arms, man. Whereas in the black church, they're gonna look their nose, they're gonna like turn their nose up to you. Yeah, like that person's weird. Like you don't fucking fit in with me. That's been my experience. Like I'm just saying, but I get inspired at the black church because the preacher, you know, they're up there talking about challenges, man, and overcoming challenges and all that good stuff. Like being persistent and persevering and being strong and courageous. You don't have any of that at the Mormon church. There's none of that shit. Nobody's talking about like the challenges and needing to overcome like obstacles and, you know, all that stuff. So that's why I go to the two different churches. And I just go back and forth between the two of them. I'm kind of like an outsider, man. Because I'm not going to fucking join your church if it's not the full fucking package. I'm not going to join it. Like, why would I join one of the churches and then not be fully fulfilled? Like, that's dumb as fuck, dude. I'm going to go to both of the churches. It's my life. I'm going to get, you know, if I need to grow and get as much growth as I can, then I'm going to go where I'm going to get a lot of growth. And if I go to more than one church, I'll go to more than one church. It's ridiculous. They're always like, you know, they always try to get you to join their church. I find that really annoying. It's like a therapist that's like, I don't want you to see any other therapists. Oh yeah. Yeah, guys, have you heard of that shit? There's therapists that will say, I don't want you to see any other therapists. That to me is insecure, fucking controlling bullshit. Dude, I can't tell you how many therapists are like, I've experienced that say that. I'm like, fuck you and the horse you rode in on. I'll go find another therapist that's not so fucking insecure and jealous, like socio-fucking-pathic. Like, no thank you. And you'd be surprised how many therapists are narcissists, by the way. You'd be really surprised. Look, guys, I've been in this field for a long time. I went to school for criminology and forensics, like psychology, criminology, forensic psychology. Forensic, you know, SWAT team, DEA, drug enforcement, all that kind of stuff. And most of these therapists, a good number of them, I'd say probably 60% of them are narcissists. 6 out of 10. Yeah, and they try to fix your the whole field is fucked up. Here's what they do. They label you, right? Now, the only label I've been given, my label is post-traumatic stress disorder. But I think the whole thing is bullshit. The whole fucking thing. What they do is they give you a label, and then they propose to fix it. Can you guys imagine that? I'm gonna give you a label. I'm gonna diagnose you with something, and I'm gonna be your fucking savior. I'm gonna be the one that fixes you. No, God fixes me, not you, bitch. Like, fuck you, bitch. God fixes me. I'm not gonna have you fucking labeling me. I'm a child of God, and God fixes me. I'll play your fucking game. If I have to play your fucking game for X amount of time, I'll play your fucking game. Let's play your fucking game. Does it make you feel good to label me and all my peeps? The peeps in my circle? You guys know what I'm saying? They get high off that shit. It's like a fucking orgasm. Come on, you guys gotta be careful with what you think and see, and like, you can't be so naive, you guys. You think that you trust these people, right? Oh, it's a therapist. They're trained. Trained in what? A fake science? A pseudoscience? Nah, dude. They created that shit to make money off you. It's fake. It's called human condition, man. It's called existentialism. It's called the human suffering. It's called grief. Yeah, whoa, what? Yeah, grief. Grievance, you know. That's what it is. Complicated grief. Delayed onset grief. Yeah, it's grief. But you guys fall into this trap. It's literally like a booby trap. It's like the devil card, man. You think you're getting help, but really what they're doing is they're pathologizing you, and they're feeling like they're awesome, like they're on top of the world, because they get, authority, right? They get to feel special because they're they're labeling you, and they get power from that. Yeah. Wow, that's real fun. You'd be better off going to a fucking priest, man. Go to a fucking pastor, dude. It's free, by the way. Oh, let me say that again. Wait, what did you say, Maverick? Yeah, I said it's free. You can find a pastor, a church pastor. But you got to be careful even then. You need to be sure you get the right pastor. But let me tell you guys what's even better than a pastor. Your journal and nature and 12-step program. The best therapy, in my opinion, is 12-step. So Al-Anon, Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, fucking pot anonymous, or marijuana anonymous. There's Cocaine Anonymous. All of those programs are bomb. They're fucking awesome, and I really support them. Absolutely support them. And a good old pencil, a mechanic, old school pencil, or whatever, regular pencil, and a journal by the lake or the ocean. That's all you guys need. You can access God if you meditate, dude. You don't need a priest. You certainly don't need a fucking therapist. A therapist. It's a fucking joke. Like I said, I'll play your fucking game. We'll play the game, like I'll play your game. I'll say that for X amount of time. And but you know what? God is my father. Am I saying I don't have any issues? No, don't fucking twist my words. Don't fabricate what I'm fucking saying to you guys. I don't want you guys to twist that shit. I never said I don't have issues. I'm not that arrogant. I'm not a fucking cocky ass son of a bitch. Like, I have issues just like you. I'm a human being, right? I have an ego just like you guys. But I found a way to get in touch with my higher self, to get in touch with God, to resolve my ego issues. For sure. Journaling, meditation, prayer, all that stuff. That's what I said. It's all you need. It's free. Like I said, a preacher is better than a fucking therapist, but all you need is yourself. That's the absolute best medicine, dude. The top premium. That's what I recommend for you guys. All right, let's see if this place is open. I'm going to check their hours real quick. Do you guys ever wonder why people post hours that are so small you have to get out of the damn fucking car, dude? Like, it doesn't make logical sense to me. How can you be a company and put your hours on the door? They're so small. Okay, this is on a 8x10 piece of paper. Like, seriously, I have to get out of my fucking car to be able to see that. You know what? I'm going to get binoculars. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to order some fucking mini binoculars, and I'm going to keep them in my car. Right? Yeah. I know it sounds a little weird. What? Yeah. But I'm going to use my binoculars to read the fucking signs when I go shopping, which is very, very few, very rarely. I don't shop very often. Okay. And I don't drink, and I don't fucking touch drugs, and I don't fuck anybody. So, yeah. So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to go. Looks like they're open, I think, but I can't really tell. Okay. So I wanted to say, you guys, Warrior says, you are the best YouTuber. Oh, card reader? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Hi, User J. Somebody said they sent $11.79, but I'm not doing readings right now. If you did, I'll do it on my next show. If you actually did send me money. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my show, and I will see you guys. What is tomorrow's Friday the 3rd? Oh, Friday the 13th. Whoa, man, I'm sad. I'm gonna be real. I'm sad, and I don't want to get. Okay, I don't want to get into the details, but my heart breaks. I'm really sad. Please pray that my Friday the 13th is amazing. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Pray for a miracle. All right. Thank you guys. I love you, and God bless you guys. God bless. All right.